There is a special event that is going to be happening in Bath on Saturday evening. Rochelle Rice will be on the stage for an evening of storytelling, visual art, voices, and singing. You'll hear some remarkable singing, particularly when it comes to her own voice.
Up from dawn till sunset, people work hard all day.
Thank you for coming and joining us here on 207. Let me start with your own background. When did you know that you had a voice that was out of the ordinary?
That is a really good question. I don't know that I have ever known I've had a voice that is out of the ordinary, but I started singing when I was 3 years old. My mom was in an adult church choir, and I would come to rehearsals, and the choir director said, "Don't bring your children, Rochelle can sing the parts." And I've been singing ever since.
Have you had a lot of formal instruction, or is what you have to a large degree just a natural talent?
Oh, I think some of it is natural talent, but I do have an undergraduate degree in classical voice and a master's degree from Howard University in jazz studies. So I've been at this, at the grindstone, studying for a while.
My whole soul is in this.
What is the kind of music that when you are doing what most pleases you, what's the kind of music that you like to perform?
Oh, that's a good question. I write my own music, and a lot of my music that I write comes from my own personal life. I write about my daughter, I write about love, I write about spirituality, and almost all of it is centered in Black American music. So it's jazz, it's soul, it's folk, it is music of the heart.
The event that you have coming up Saturday at the Chocolate Church in Bath is called Tell Her This. It's something you've been doing for a while now. What is it? What can people expect if they show up?
Absolutely. So a few years ago, I traveled 6,000 miles around the United States collecting stories from women who are like the everyday women in all of our lives, of all different cultures, backgrounds, ages. And these are stories of love, of loss, of real life issues. And I built an entire live show around these stories. We have audio vignettes from the podcast, beautiful projected image of some of the storytellers, all woven together with music, live music from an incredible band.
It sounds like it would be quite a project to weave all those elements together. How hard was it to do that and then turning it into a compelling evening of entertainment?
Yeah, you know, Rob, this has been several years in the making. It took a long time to not only craft these ideas, but to pull these stories from these beautiful women in a way that really honors their own dignity in their lives with such tenderness. And then, of course, I'm a musician, so the music has to be excellent. The audio, the visuals have to be excellent. So when people come to a concert like this, they step into a world, they are fully immersed in pristine sound, gorgeous images, and beautiful, heartfelt music.
This is really how you have made your living for your entire adult life, is through music, right?
Yes, absolutely. And I feel really blessed to have woven this beautiful tapestry of music. I'm on the road a lot, away from my family a lot, but it gives me an opportunity to see the world, to meet people, and to share what is most dear to me. And that's really important to me.
Interestingly enough, you grew up in England. You didn't come to the States until you were about how old?
I was about 13 when I moved to America, which is, you know, unfortunate because I was in middle school, very awkward age.
Right.
Getting to know a new culture and new people, but I love living in America and, of course, visiting my family back home in England.
You clearly can go back and forth at a moment's notice between your English accent, your British accent, and your American accent. Did you, when you came here, did you try to get rid of the British accent?
Absolutely. I told you I was in middle school. I didn't want to be different from anyone, so I really, really worked on an American accent. But when you point it out, I automatically go back to my British accent.
Interestingly, you know, things have, I guess, kind of come full circle, because when you're on stage, as you will be Saturday night, what you're trying to do is achieve a universal language and speak to people not just who are in front of you, although you want to do that, but these are stories and messages that resonate around the world.
That's absolutely true, and that is why I made this podcast. I knew at the very center that we are all connected by some of the same experiences and some of the same root emotions, and in this process of developing Tell Her This, I've reaffirmed that. We are so alike and so connected, and we need to hear each other's stories.
It's been a pleasure to have you here. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
Rochelle Rice, again, performing Saturday evening at 7:30 at the Chocolate Church in Bath. We've got more information on that show that you'll find in the 207 section of our New Center Maine app or website. Stick around. We're going to be back right after this.